What is crappening? Man, I'm having some crazy things thinking about right now. I just saw this this show about these things, these ancient crafts, these Vimana things, these flying machines. And it made me think of something. Something started stirring up. And I'm like, wait a second. The Glocka, the UFO craft that supposedly the Germans had in the Foo Fighters, and we're seeing a lot of Foo Fighters now, the orbs. I've seen one. I got two people with me right now who've seen one. Uh, so I'm not just, it's not a peyote ceremony incident. It's documented. Then I had another buddy see one in a different time around here. He's out in Montrose though, but so something to this, yo. But I'm like, wait a second. Did Hitler go over to India or Tibet or whatever and he found one of these machines? They took it back to Germany. And really, they found the old technology from pre-flood time. You know what I'm saying? The fallen angel technology. And then, I'm starting to have this other thing where they're talking about this dude, this Hermes guy. It's this basically the same guy, and he keeps showing up all throughout history. You know what I'm saying? He's the immortal. You know what I'm saying? And he teaches man knowledge. Supposedly, he goes back to Thoth from the Emerald Tablets. He's Merkabah. He's Egypt. He's the Emerald Tablets, alchemy, and all these occult sciences. And basically, if it's Azazel who taught man at the beginning how to do metal and make weaponry, that's pretty crazy. But now I'm having a new theory. Is maybe Azazel and the angels, maybe are they people from now who went way back in the past and past gave man knowledge way in the past, and now we're seeing we can pick up the pieces and find these guys. They're not really immortals. They're masquerading as super entities, and they're going back, erasing their history. So it's almost untraceable, but it's just too hard to stop it or something, man. It's crazy. It's weird. I'm having new theories emerge now, like, plus they're talking about they were using atomic bombs in the past. So that would make sense. Imagine if they got some new super H.G. Wells type machine, war machine, Warbird. The machines are going to the past. Terminator, potentially. Terminator slash the army of the fallen angel beast society. You know what I'm saying? We got Cern about to open up the gates of hell and the abyss. Uh, I mean, it's getting freaky. And here's another thing: Hollow Earth. What's to say Cern? They're not trying to. This ain't got something to do with Hollow Earth. Or here's another thing. I'm privy to people. There's supposed to be people, and there's some way that they can disappear and show up somewhere else, like almost like either they're abducted and replanted, like transporting, or they supposedly it's like somehow people can see doorways. Maybe it's ley line, or maybe it's something ancient technology buried under the ground. But supposedly people can hop through doorways. I've heard of like shamanistic, mystic type people being able to do this. That's only rumored. I never saw it, but whether I'm not talking about actual just cunningly, craftily magician work. You know what I'm saying? Not tricking people. Because, I mean, you could do it. Like, imagine if you had a look-alike and he was here and he disappeared, and all of a sudden you're somewhere else waiting. You jump out of a basket and you're like, ha, here I am. And then the rumor from over there would get back to the simple folks that you conned over here, and it would look like it was you. So, I mean, that would make you look like a godlike. This is a guru. This is a man I should pay to learn what he knows. So you always gotta wonder. Just keep it in your mind. Even if it's maybe if the devil just even works like that, like he's just straight the trickster, the dude who can trick you. You know what I'm saying? Because he can outthink you as well. This is, I mean, the greatest probably of thinkers beyond man and below God is probably the devil. You know what I'm saying? Uh, well, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But son of God, so it's kind of he's part of the structure there anyway. So it's should go without saying because you watched any of my other videos, you know my belief system. But uh, I mean it's really crazy. And then I mean the China, this guy, this I think is a yellow emperor. He's buried in a pyramid. This pyramid has had rivers of mercury in it. You know what I'm saying? And this dude tried to be in. He was trying to eat mercury to become an immortal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is connected somehow. You know what I'm saying to this whole even alien. Uh, because these Vimana machines in Daglaka, you know what I'm saying? They're associated with some kind of liquid mercury reaction, cold fusion, anti gravity mechanism. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I guess also you maybe create a ray or like almost like the hovering train. Okay, on the ground. You think you got these ley lines, and maybe you take your machine and you energize it and you lift it by creating a field, and then it hits the natural ley lines, and it can jump to any point on it pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? If it can somehow it's working off the electromagnetism. You know what I'm saying? Effect. Uh, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy out here. Some of these capabilities and things that you see when it comes to UFOs, Roswell. Yeah, then Roswell situation. Yeah, see, Roswell seems like that's when America got the craft from Germany. And it's like dudes didn't know how to pilot it. And they took that technology and crashed it. And then they try to cover it up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I was telling my buddy about how at the atomic bomb, the first one with Jack Parsons, and they were out there and they were trying to do the Babylon working and bring forth the golem and come through the pit and make the rift. I mean, think about it, dude. They thought they were going to create a rift with the bomb. I mean, that sounds like what they're trying to do with this Cern machine. I mean, this shit is connected. It's like this is the next, this is level up, this is upgrade, this goes from Terminator to T-1000. You know what I'm saying? This is Arnold this is the T-1000 understanding. You know what I'm saying? This is like the grandchildren of the first generation stuff that we're seeing now. These plasma ball Foo Fighters and I mean, you see all kinds of crazy triangular craft. They weren't seeing those triangular craft back in the day. That was something that's more modern, recent. What if, it's like they found one craft. It's like it made them aware, hey, these things are hidden. We got to go black. There's your Majestic 12. Then they maybe went out and found other crafts, or maybe through these crafts and I mean, what if these crafts were never man-made from the beginning? It was like they went and found ancient technology that wasn't man-made. It's just like in the movie Terminator, how the Terminator's arm gets left, and then they use that Terminator and the microchips in it to create all technology that enslaves us, that becomes Skynet. I mean, they just came through and put a fucking smart meter in my basement. And before this bitch was hooked up, I walked up with my cell phone and the readings changed on the phone. So, I mean, look, come on. These bitches are connected, nah. It's not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? This shit is simple. I know, you know what I'm saying? You can't deny it. But it's like, and then, people just, I mean, they kind of hear it out, but they're not taking it fucking serious. I mean, listen, if you want to know, if you want to go get in the know and inform yourself of how deep we are, look at Google Smart Dust and look at DARPA robo technology. You know what I'm saying? You couple that in with all the cell tower, Gwen Tower, harps, and Cerns, and all this stuff. It's all connected. The Foo Fighters, that they're out there, the orbs. I mean, if I ever get a chance to catch one on camera, you best believe I will. I've been lucky enough to catch a couple tight situations. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep trying. I mean, it's just you gotta be. Before I was aware I could do what I'm doing now, I was ignorant of the fact that it was easier than I did. I should have been on this a lot longer ago. I'd be better at it now. Maybe I'll find that fucking time machine, and all of a sudden tomorrow I'll be like all knowing. No, I'm joking, but kinda. Listen, keep yourself aware and open to potential possibilities, because something's getting dang weird. I mean, clones and fucking. I mean, it's almost sometimes feels like Invasion of the Body Snatcher, Pod People, uh, Terminatrix, 1984. It's all, but I mean, I'm not. I mean, I'm freaked out, but I'm not afraid. If that makes any sense, I'm just freaked out because I mean, this you should be kind of freaked out. I mean, if you're not, if then you don't, you're not aware of the danger you're in. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's like you can see where things are going. It's really the vaporization chamber and thought crime. I mean, basically, if you can get burnt and busted and charged for every little mistake you make, there already is thought crime. Anyway, it's just being absent-minded enough to get caught slipping that they can burn you and charge and get right you a ticket. You're already getting thought crime because you know if I there's just think about it. It's just there's not vaporization yet. You know what I'm saying? But we're close. We're that close to being vaporized. And you don't think Paul Walker was vaporized and Michael Hastings. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. Then think of Michael Hastings. We know he was vaporized. The Rolling Stones guy. So, but I'm saying I think Paul was vaporized too with the drone. And then, you got this girl who just got her car remote hijacked and then crashed into a pole, and she was supposed to give some kind of like testimony about somebody. I can't remember who she was, man, what it was about. But look, keep seeing this. Uh, I mean, yeah, it's like that with all this new technology. I mean, even some older cars have microchips in them still. I mean, they're old and rudimentary in comparison to what we have now, but that doesn't mean they're not accessible, and they can't still hijack your car and just make it malfunction somehow remotely. And this is where we're at. We're already at remoteless cars. They want to do driverless cars, okay? So that if they can do that, Skynet is possible. Because if they can make remoteless cars or driverless cars, then they can make driverless machines everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, dude, I know it sounds crazy. People ain't ready for it. They've been asleep. We see it. We've been seeing movies like Prometheus. Even old school War of the Worlds, man. I mean, uh, all this stuff it's the same themes. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's retellings of the same. It's their ancient hope. It's the lie of Lucifer from the garden, and it's also the end of the world, man. Armageddon, or at least the end of this fifth age of the iron mixed with clay and the 10 toes, kingdom of the statue of Daniel, because that's where we're at. But antiquity is a lot more like crazy than we can even imagine. And then today I seen they found a large jawbone of some kind of humanoid. Well, dude, there's your giants. People's been telling, the Bible's been saying it. It's in there. I remember as being a kid, my grandma said, in the Bible, it's in the Bible. It says, and there was giants in the earth in those days, and the Indians said there was giants here. And come to find out, there is. They just found a jawbone, and then they find miniatures too, because these were the pre-flood hybrids that the world was wiped out because these things were eating everything, and then the angels were tampering with all the DNA like they are right now, and creating your what is it, Yerke Forest humanzees super soldiers. Like, look, I forgot about that aspect. What about the damn uh monkey soldier, super soldier, humanzees, what's that dude's name? Caesar from Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I mean, that might be real too. And it's just I forgot about that shit. That could be part of this opening of the abyss. You know what I'm saying? Fucking you're breaking barriers, opening gateways to like just our own destruction. I mean, just think about it. What if it's self destruction? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's in a way it's you reap what you sow. It's like just like karma in a way. Same. I mean, similar. They're similar meanings. You know what I'm saying? Just if you do bad shit happens to you. You do good shit, bad shit happens to you. But the end result of which way you go, there's a difference.